What's going on, Bearded Nation? Your fearless leader here, the Bearded One. Coming to you this evening from Anchorage, Alaska. That's right, I am here. Finally made the move official. I am in my new home. It's been a crazy journey. It hasn't gone the way I wanted it to. Still waiting for a few items to get here. I still have quite a few items back down in the lower 48. I got to pick up and move up here in the spring. But let me get back in. Let me jump into all of it here in just a moment. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my employment situation up here. Well, get into the housing situation a little bit. I'm going to talk about where we stand on the freight brokership, getting the rest of my personal property moved up here, and where we stand on the homestead front. All that and more right after this brief introduction. All right, guys. Well, first and foremost, I must say to all of my subscribers and everybody that's followed me to this point and stuck through with me, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. 100 much percent much love and respect for every single one of you. Without you guys, I wouldn't have a channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. And now that I'm in town, they're going to be coming up more frequently. Now that I have a stable, reliable, high-speed internet connection so I can get stuff uploaded like I've been meaning to. So it's not going to be so hard for me to get videos out for you guys like it was while I was down in the lower 48. Um, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, ring that notification bell so you know when new videos come out. Now, yes, I'm here. I'm in my house. It's okay, call me trailer park trash. I don't care. I'm in a two-bedroom, 1,025 square foot, single wide trailer right across the street from J-Bar here, or the Joint Base Elmendorf. Uh, so there's a lot of military families that live here in this housing complex, and the military police do patrol it, which kind of surprised me. Not that I'm complaining now, mind you. Now, some of the things I like about this house, it comes with the washer and dryer, and the appliances are all gas. I hate electric. Uh, it's been about 7 years now. Uh, excuse me. My original apartment down in Las Vegas, there was a electrical fire in the oven, and I lost everything. I wasn't even home when it shorted out and caught fire, but I lost everything I own except for the few items I had in storage. Of course, space was kind of limited in that apartment. So I basically had to start out from scratch. Uh, Ended up moving into another apartment complex. It was fully furnished. I was paying $12.15 a month, all utilities for a one-bedroom apartment, fully furnished, all utilities included. So it wasn't a bad place for me to live. And I've been there for several years, and now I'm in a house. It's nice to have my own place again, not having to worry about thin walls or stuff like that. Um, at least here, I can set up a garden and start build a little small greenhouse off the back of this house. I can start growing peppers, hot peppers, and a few other things so I can start making my own hot sauces again and get those out to market. So on the homestead side, I'm going to have stuff coming out available for sale online and at farmers markets that you guys can buy to support the homestead. There's going to be things like black garlic, homemade black garlic, microgreens, hot peppers, other fermented foods and meats. I will be investing in a freeze dried device so I can start making freeze dried foods for you guys for survival type food stuff with the long term shelf life. I'm going to be doing like powdered milk, powdered eggs, stuff that still retains its nutrient value that you can store for a really, really long time to be able to survive in an SHTF situation. And I mean, let's face it, the way things are going in this country right now, you may need these types of resources very, very shortly. I hope I'm wrong, but I want to give these resources to you guys and have it out there for you. I'm also going to be doing videos on making different things like fermented hot sauce, freeze drying food, making your own black garlic. Oh, black garlic is delicious. You like regular garlic? Black garlic, 100 times better. It's got a nice umami flavor to it. You're really, really going to enjoy it. Uh, if you happen to see it in your store, in your neighborhood supermarket, on the shelf there, minced black garlic, try it out. You don't have to use as much black garlic as you do regular garlic, but it is. Mm, mm. Some of the things I'm going to be doing here for you guys, homestead wise, is I'm going to be teaching you how to make your own fruit wines like grapes, um, apple cider. I'm going to be doing a lot of different alcohols. These are things that will make a great, not only for your dinner plate or a Saturday night around your backyard campfire, but it's also stuff that can be used as astringents or as disinfecting agents for medical. You can even use it for barter and trade if things go really pear shaped. Hope they don't, but you never know. uh, Excuse me. On the front, as far as my employment goes, I'm going to work for a government contractor. Uh, I start next Monday. I was hoping to be started already. I've been here for almost a week now. I got here last Saturday. It's now Friday morning. I got in late Saturday night. My flight got in. The Western Flyer Express company I was driving for, they never gave me my last paycheck. So right now, financially, I am screwed. Um, I got about $60 in the bank, and it'll be at least 3 weeks before I see a paycheck. And right now, my cards are maxed out, so I'm not in a good situation financially. I'm actually late on this month's rent. I went over, spoke to him, let him know what was going on, and said, "Hey, as you know, I just moved up from the lower 48. The company I was working for never paid me my last check. I gave them a 2 week notice. They said, park the truck. You're not staying here for another 2 weeks. Get out of here." I guess I don't know if they're afraid I'm going to damage their reputation somehow, which they've already done themselves. There is a major lawsuit going against them and a few other issues. When I was speaking to the attorney recently, and he wanted to know exactly how much money they owe me currently, I told him, I don't know, a couple $100, maybe $1 or $2,000. I'm not really sure. I haven't figured it all out. So he had me give him a line item accounting of everything they owe me. And his response was, once he tallied it all up, it's like, dude, why are you still there? Why are you working with them? Why haven't you left yet? I said, what do you mean? He goes, you realize how much money they owe you? Not that much. I said, I don't think it's that much. Maybe 2 grand. He's like, no, try $25,000. Well, 24,700 and change. So they owe me just under $25,000 in unpaid revenue, uh, unpaid detention time, unpaid breakdown time. They just gave me 2 weeks ago. They gave me $450 towards what they owe me for the breakdown pay, and say that's all you're getting. Enjoy it. You owe me thousands of dollars in breakdown pay. Uh, they owe me for 3 referrals that I never got paid for. It's $4,500. Plus, they're stealing money from us on the fuel discount scam that they're running, and a lot of other stuff going on. It just, when we sit there and calculated everything they owe me, it's just under $25,000. That's when I said, "Yeah, that's it. I'm putting my 2 weeks in. I'm done. I'm going up to Alaska, and I'm going to go to work for this other company." Got here, went over Tuesday, did my road test, did my drug test, got the phone call earlier today. Your results are back. When do you want to start working? I said, when do you want me? How soon can you put me on the schedule? Well, Monday, 1 a.m. I have to report for work. 1 a.m. Wow. Well, you know what? I'm not complaining. Uh, One thing that does have me concerned, it did bother me, is to find out that they pay biweekly. That's not going to work for me. Hopefully, I can take some advances here in the first week or two so I can get back and forth to work and everything goes. I was expecting to be like every other company I worked for. You get an assigned truck, you're in that truck full time. Well, these are all day cabs up here running local. Unless, of course, I take some of the runs out towards Fairbanks and North Pole, which are far and few in between, I'm being told by the local guys, which is not what the dispatcher told me. Not the dispatcher, I'm sorry, the recruiter told me. The recruiter also told me that it was paid weekly, every Friday, direct deposit. That turned out to not be true. I mean, there's a lot of things that have me a little concerned here. Uh, I hope I'm going to be making the $2,200 a week that she said I should be making, but we will find out. Um, as it is right now, like I said, I owe this month's rent right now. That's 1,500 and change. So I'm hurting there. I mean, they're gonna work with me. They're gonna hold off, and hopefully I can get my first paycheck by the end of the month, and get this month's rent caught up. Then I got to worry about next month's rent, January's rent. Not a good way to start out with a new residence, a new rental. Yes, I understand that. Um, I just got to figure out how I'm going to get from here to work every day, and then from work back here. A lift costs me $26 one way, one way, and I've only got enough money in the bank right now to make maybe a day and a half of work. So I'm hoping there's going to be a driver that lives close to my area that I can carpool with and give him a few bucks a week for gas. And once I get my start getting my paycheck in, until I can buy a car. I do need to buy a car up here. The car that I own, I mean, it would have cost me more money to ship it up here and to winterize it and get it weather for the ready for these winter months than the car's actually worth. They're actually experiencing, they're telling me, record cold snaps this winter so far. And why did that just shut off? Sorry about that, guys. The battery just died in my camera. I do have a adapter for this camera where I can keep it plugged into the wall. One of the cables I don't have with me. I thought I packed them all up. They're probably in the box that I'm still waiting for. Now, I shipped all my studio equipment up. Uh, my lap, my desktop computer, and a few other things, and some of my office equipment. Unfortunately, some of it hasn't made it here yet. Don't know what happened. Most of it got here 2 days ago, uh, except for two pieces. One of them got delivered early this evening, and the other one I'm still waiting for. It got misshipped and went all the way out to Fairbanks. Everything was supposed to be here on Tuesday. It's Thursday. I'm still missing one of six packages. I don't know how they screwed it up. I mean, there's labels on it printed out by UPS. It says one of six, two of six, three of six, yada, yada, yada. Package number 4 is missing, which has a lot of, it has my chroma key screen on it. It's got one of my soft lights here. I got one here. Two of them are missing actually. It's got other parts of my studio setup, the arms and everything for the camera that's sitting on a tripod right now, and a few other items that are never made it. And in that package that's not here yet, that's according to the tracking, will be here tomorrow, is my video card and my RAM for my desktop. I removed those from there because I know bouncing around the road and stuff, they can break free. They can do a lot of damage to the motherboard and some of the internal components. And I've got thousands of dollars tied up in that desktop computer. I built it myself. I'm running the AMD Ryzen 9 5950X. I've got a 3-fan, 120 millimeter AIO on it, or all-in-one liquid cooler. Uh, 64 gigs of 3200 megahertz DDR4 RAM. Um, I forget what else I got into it. It's a Leon Lee case. It's the Bauer edition. I got a lot of money tied up in that computer. I built it myself. If I had I spec'd it out and went to look at some of these companies that build these computers using the same specs, and they want close to $10,000 for the same computer I built for myself for about $2,500. Building computers, not that hard to do. Anybody can do it. Just takes a little common sense. And I mean, there's so many videos on YouTube. Um, the Linus Tech Tips does a lot of excellent videos. I really enjoy Linus's channel. He's based out of Canada. Well, actually, down now below me. He's down in Canada, which is obviously below Alaska. Uh, he does a lot of really good videos. Uh, Fairly entertaining. Some of them be long-winded, like my videos. Uh, so once I get that package tomorrow, hopefully it shows up tomorrow and intact. A couple of these boxes look like somebody actually opened them up and resealed them. UPS says, oh, they probably just came open and shipping. Not the way I taped them up. Somebody opened these damn boxes. But it is what it is. Nothing appears to be missing. But I won't know until I get the final box up here and get to the rest of the equipment that I needed. That box should have my mobile printer in it, my mobile scanner, all my mobile office stuff in it. My Wi-Fi hotspot should be in it, and a few other things. But like I said, I won't know exactly what's going on with that until it gets here. Um, I went through the boxes I received already briefly, and it looks like they're in everything's in them that's supposed to be in them. But I can't remember exactly what I put in each of the 6 boxes. I do remember what I shipped up here, and I gotta wait until I get the final box to make sure the rest of it is in there. Now, as far as the freight brokerage goes, we're still working on aging it. December 27th, here in just a couple weeks, it will finally be a full year old since my authority went active. Uh, Excuse me. Yeah, it's 1:30 in the morning here. Uh, so December 27th, it will be 1 year since my authority has gone active. So I'm good there. Starting next month in early January, I'll be able to start actively soliciting shippers. I do have those 3 shippers that I thought I was going to sign up at the beginning of this year. They were all, let's go, let's do this. We're good to go. You come in here all the time. We'd love to have you move some freight for us. But when they sent the paperwork upstairs to the upper management for the final signature and approval, they said, well, your brokerage isn't a year old yet. When he gets a year old, have him call us back and then we'll reconsider signing. So we'll see what happens there. Now, my Dun and Bradstreet is my score is a hell of a lot better than it was. My viability rating is now at a 3, which is what I needed to sign up these 3 contracts for the military. Now, I just need 2 more things I got to do there before I can sign these contracts. I need a set aside $6,500 for the contingent cargo insurance. It's a very specific policy they require. That's going to cost me $6,500 a year. Then I need to set up EDI. The EDI setup is $2,500 for each one of the accounts. Now, I'm only have to pay the $6,500 once, and then for each one of these, I only have to pay the $2,500 once for the setup fees, and it's like $1.76 for every load that's tendered to me, whether I accept it or not. They can send me 10 loads. They can send me 100 loads. They can send me 100 loads. I accept 50 of them, put wheels under 50 of them. I still have to pay EDI $1.76 for all 100 of them. So I end up having to pay 176 bucks on it, which I'm not too happy about, but that's just the way they operate. This is to funnel everything through their highly secured system. Now, when they asked me how my system is set up and how my network's set up, they were rather impressed that a home office has enterprise grade networking setup. I run everything through a load balancer, through a separate system, through a hardware firewall system. Everything's tunneled right through one port. And it's based in the cloud uh, with a VPN. Uh, so and I do have a wild card SSL certificate, so that saves me. That's rather expensive right there, but I got a good uh, setup on it. It cost me $10.85 a month to host it in the cloud. But the system I have is an open source, uh, not the VPN, but now I lost track. But the way I got everything set up, it's enterprise grade encryption. It's everything's highly encrypted at all points. Everything goes through the cloud and then goes through my hypervisor, then goes into my web. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you don't. The ones that know what I'm talking about think I don't know what I'm talking about. My tongue's just twisted right now. It's something doing this type of networking is something new to me, and I'm figuring it out as I go. But these guys, they were impressed about the level of security I have on my home network, which is also my home office. I'm running content filters on it. So like my smart TVs, they're on their own little subnet. The my laptop that I'm working off of right now is on its own little subnet. Uh, when I put in the smart home stuff, like the lights, temperature control, all that stuff, the camera system, the security system is all going to be done on a separate uh, gateway for them. So, I mean, my high security stuff is going to be on one part of it. Then I'm going to have it set up in two other groupings. So, the less secure stuff, like my tablets and all that, my Ring doorbell when that comes in, all that other crap will be there as well. I know I'm kind of screwing up how I'm saying this, but it is what it is. Now, once I get these contracts signed, these three military contracts, I was approved earlier this year on them. I just got to meet those last two requirements. The main requirement I had to meet was the viability rating on my Dun and Bradstreet profile, no higher than a 3. I hit 3 last month. Excuse me. I want to get it down to a 2 before I sign it. I mean, 1 is the absolute best score, 2 is an excellent score, 3 is a great score, but then we'll take anything over a 3. The closer you get to 10, the worse your business rating is. The closer you are to 1, the better your business rating is. And I'm almost at 1 right now, which is pretty damn good considering I'm not doing any business yet. I am buying some items on business credit. I am building up my business credit with little small purchases through starter business credit lenders, and they hold themselves off as office supply stores. They're more like school supply stores. I'm buying a bunch of stuff through them, little small $100, $200, $300 purchases every month. And what I'm doing with those purchases is stuff I can't use. Stuff like easels, notebook paper, pens, pencils, stuff you would need for school. I've donated those to local classrooms, and I get a tax credit on it. So I'm building up my business credit, and I'm taking a tax deduction on them as well. So it's a win-win for me. It's a win-win for the schools. So we'll see how things are going here. I just wanted to chime in here real quick, update you guys on what's going on, let you know where we stand. And it looks like the camera's out of focus again because I had to move it. And I don't have remote control, so I can't focus it without having to get back up there. I do apologize if I'm out of focus. I make mine. Like you guys really want to stare at this pretty face. Anyways, that's going to be it for now. I said just want to get in here, update you guys real quick, get some content out there for you, and let you know where we stand and how we're going. And well, I guess that's going to be it for now. As always, keep it between the ditches, keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down. I'll see you out there in the pasture, and go Army, beat Navy.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.